Hi, my name is Gretian Jana Sembiring and my topic is about anxiety in public speaking. So, first is the factor contribute most to your anxiety about public speaking. There is three, and first is fear of judgment, perform pressure, and the last is the anticipation of negative outcomes. Anxiety about public speaking often stems from a fear of being negatively evaluated by the audience, the pressure to perform well, concern about forgetting information, and the anticipation of potential mistakes contribute to this anxiety. Additionally, the fear of judgment or criticism can create a sense of vulnerability, further intensifying the anxiety associated with public speaking. Building confidence, practicing, and reframing negative talk can help manage these anxieties. So, this is a plan for managing anxiety before and during the speech that includes specific techniques I want to try. Before the speech, there is preparation. Thoroughly prepare your speech content to boost confidence. Rehearse multiple times to familiarize yourself with the material. And then, visualization. Imagine yourself delivering a successful and well-received speech. Visualize a positive audience reaction to boost your confidence. And then deep breathing. Practice deep breathing exercise to calm nerves and reduce tension. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold and exhale slowly through your mouth, like. And then positive affirmation. Affirm positive statement about your abilities and the upcoming speech. Remind yourself of past successful speaking experience. And during the speech, there is mindfulness. Stay present and focus on the message you are delivering. If anxiety arises, bring your attention back to your breath or the content. And the eye contact. Establish eye contact with various audience members. Connecting visually can create a sense of engagement and reduce anxiety. And there is pacing. Control your speaking pace to avoid rushing. Take deliberate pause to gather thought and ease nervousness. And there is positive body language. Stand tall, maintain an open posture, and use expressive gesture. And then audience interaction. Encourage interaction with the audience through questions or engagement. This can create more dynamic and sportive atmosphere. And then adaptability. Be prepared for unexpected situation and accept imperfection. Flexibility can reduce anxiety about things not going exactly as planned. Remember, overcoming public speaking anxiety takes practice. Gradually exposing yourself to speaking situations and refining these techniques can contribute to increased comfort and confidence over time. And consequence of poor listening can include 1. Misunderstanding. Incomplete or inaccurate information may lead to misunderstanding and misinterpretation. 2 is error and mistake. Poor listening can result in mistake due to missing important details or instruction. 3 is strained relationship. Ineffective communication can strain relationship as it may be perceived as disinterest or disrespect. And 4 is missed opportunities. Failure to listen attentively may cause missed opportunities for learning or collaboration. 5 is poor decision making. Inaccurate information due to poor listening can contribute to suboptimal decision making. 6 is decreased productivity. Miscommunication and confusion can hamper productivity within a team or organization. 7 is conflict and tension. Poor listening can contribute to conflict and tension, as people may feel unheard or undervalued. 8 is diminished learning. In educational settings, poor listening can hinder learning and retention of important information. 9 is lack of accountability. Failing to listen may result in a lack of accountability for tasks, or responsibility. 10 is reduce empathy. Ineffective listening can diminish empathy, as it may be perceived as a lack of understanding or concern. You can recognize that a message has been misunderstood or rejected in public speaking through several cues. 1. Confused facial expression. Observing puzzled or confused expression on the audience's face may indicate a lack of understanding. 2. Is body language. Negative body language such as crossed arms or disengaged posture might suggest resistance or disagreement. 3. Is lack of interaction. Minimal audience interaction, few questions, or a lack of engagement may signify a disconnect. 4 is audience feedback. Verbal cues like sigh, grunts, or murmurs may indicate disagreement or misunderstanding. 5 is inconsistent nonverbal cues. Incongruence between verbal and nonverbal cues may signal a mismatch in understanding. 6 is question seeking clarification. If audience asks question seeking clarification, it indicates a potential misunderstanding. 7 is tension or discomfort. A tense atmosphere or discomfort among the audience may suggest a rejection of the message. 8 is inattentiveness. If the audience appears disengaged or distracted, it may signal that the message is not resonating. 9 is misinterpretation. If subsequent discussion or action indicate a different interpretation than intent, the message may not have been clearly understood. 10 is feedback after the speech. Direct feedback, whether positive or negative, can provide insight into how the message was received. Being attuned to these cues allow a speaker to adapt their approach, rephrase key points, or address concern to ensure better comprehension and acceptance of the message. I can provide insight into common challenges people face in remembering information accurately. 1 is distraction. External distraction, such as noise or interruption, can hinder focus and memory retention. 2 is lack of engagement. If the material is not engaging or relevant, it may be more challenging to remember. 3 is information overload. Trying to absorb too much information at once can lead to cognitive overload and hinder retention. 4 is stress and anxiety. High levels of stress or anxiety can impact memory and make it difficult to recall information accurately. 5 is lack of sleep. Insufficient sleep can affect cognitive function and memory consolidation. 6 is passive listening. Simply hearing information without actively processing or engaging with it can result in poor retention. 7 is not taking notes. Failure to take notes during a lecture or class may lead to forgetting key points. 8 is multitasking. Try to do multiple things simultaneously can divide in attention and hinder memory and counting. 9 is lack of review. Not reviewing or revisiting information shortly after exposure can contribute to forgetting. 10 is health factors. Physical health such as dehydration or nutritional imbalance can impact cognitive function and memory. To enhance memory, it's helpful to engage in active listening. Take effective notes, minimize distraction, manage stress, and adopt strategies like spaced repetition for review. Additionally, creating associations, visualizing concepts can aid in better information retention. I think that's all. Thank you.